One of the most crucial things in editing documentary videos is speed. While creativity matters, you can't spend too much time on a single video. Trends come and go, and you need to keep up with them. Think of it like this. You're a taxi driver. Your job is to take people from point A to point B, and you need to be fast and safe to do it properly, otherwise you'll lose your job. While you can create amazing things in After Effects, it's not fast enough for this kind of workflow. That's why so many people prefer editing in simpler apps like CapCut. But the real question is CapCut fast and easy enough compared to its competitors? So I decided to put CapCut into a serious comparison to see which one actually performs better. I chose one of the fastest editors, known for its one-click actions, Movavi. But how fast is it really? Can Movavi actually be useful, or is it just another regular editor in the market? Let's find out which one truly earns its place for documentary-style videos. Before we compare them, let's talk about what we actually need. If you take a look at documentary videos, you'll notice they're usually the opposite of retention-style editing. They're mostly built with static images or footage from real events, and that's normal. But if you really want to put in the work, simple transitions aren't enough. Assets can make a video 10 times better. Things like light leaks, fire, sparks, and different visual effects that many channels use. Adding these elements can really grab attention. The problem is, you usually have to find green screens, VFX, or overlays separately from external websites like Vecteezy or Footage Crate. And spending money while searching through thousands of assets can waste a lot of time. That's why both CapCut and Movavi have their own built-in effects libraries. And in this video, I'm going to show you how we can craft the same two scenes in both apps and see which one is actually better to use. So I found this video on YouTube, and I'm going to use it as a reference and try to recreate it. Let's start with Movavi. First, I'm going to save the project and also share it with you so you can download it and follow along with what I did. Then I'll add my assets, which are some static images from the Zodiac Killer project. In the reference footage, the video starts with a film-style clip at the beginning. Hopefully, Movavi has something similar, so I'll go to the sample videos, search for film, drag it into the timeline, use the blade tool to cut it, and then delete the rest of the footage since we don't need it anymore. Now let me show you something cool. In the intro videos section, we can choose a preset that's very similar to our reference video, the Rorschach test. I'll add it to the timeline, and by clicking on this icon, I can enter its composition. Before changing the text, I'm going to add one of the images I already imported, click on it, and from the settings above, change its blend mode to darken. Then, we can change the text. I just write what I want and choose a font that suits this kind of video. You can also move the text wherever you want. Then, all I'm going to do is select all the layers, press Ctrl-C, go back to the main composition, and paste them there by pressing Ctrl-V, so I have more control over the layers. Then, I'll delete the old composition. After that, I'm going to add another image to the timeline and animate it. It's very simple. Just click on the image, go to the tools on the left menu, then open the pan and zoom tab and drag and drop the zoom out effect. Here, you can adjust the selection size to control how much and where the zoom happens. Since I want something smooth, I keep it subtle. Now, let's add some text. I'm going to choose one of the cinematic text templates because they look really cool and fit this kind of video. Just drag it into the timeline and write your text. For the last scene, I'll add another image from the project into the timeline, then apply a transition. I really like this cinematic transition. It works perfectly for horror and documentary style videos. I'm choosing Ugly Hand and dragging it between the clips. To make the scene more dynamic, go to Effects, then Overlay Effects, and from the Cinematic pack, choose Creepy Shadow and drag it onto the image. Then double-click the image to open its settings. Go to Applied Effects and change the blend mode to Multiply. I'll also add a zoom in effect. Go back to Tools, choose Pan and Zoom, drag zoom in onto the image, and adjust the amount so the movement stays slow and smooth. And that's it.
Who the Zodiac most likely is? It's a question that has been asked since 1968. Who was the notorious Zodiac killer?
Now, in CapCut, things are a bit different. CapCut is built more for TikTok-style content, so the asset library is very different. Still, I tried to find the closest options. I went through the library and found a footage that's similar to our reference, along with an ink footage from the same category. It was the best I could find. Since the library doesn't have a search option, it makes finding specific footage much harder and more time-consuming. Then I import the images I already have into the timeline to recreate the same scene we made in Movavi. For this one, we need to change the blend mode to screen so the image blends properly with the ink footage. For the text that was included in the intro footage in Movavi, in CapCut we have to add it manually. For the next scene, after adding the image to the timeline, I wanted to apply a zoom-in effect. But if I use the ready-made animations and extend their duration, it creates distortion and doesn't give us a smooth zoom. In Movavi, this was very easy to do. So in CapCut, I have to manually create keyframes on the scale to get a clean zoom-in effect. The text templates in CapCut are partly similar to Movavi, and you can find some good options there. I added one of them. But again, the main issue is that CapCut doesn't have a search option, so finding specific templates using keywords is difficult. When it comes to transitions, Movavi offers some really strong VFX-style transitions. CapCut, on the other hand, is more limited for documentary and horror-style videos, and for the last scene, even after searching through all the effects, I couldn't find anything close to what we achieved in Movavi. There are only a few fire overlays and effects that fit this kind of project, and that's about it.
Who the Zodiac most likely is? It's a question that has been asked since 1968. Who was the notorious Zodiac killer?
While CapCut offers a lot of features compared to some competitors, it falls short when it comes to asset libraries and effects for specific styles like horror and documentary videos. Even the stickers Movavi provides are more VFX-oriented and hard to find on free websites. Movavi also has many effect packs, and you can try some of them for free. By comparing these two results, you can see why choosing the right tool matters if you want to work fast without sacrificing quality. Movavi is also more affordable than CapCut. Even if you're not sure yet, you can try the free version to see how easy it is to work with. I've put the links in the description, one to try Movavi for free, and separate links for Mac and Windows if you want to explore the full version later. And don't worry, Movavi also provided us with a promo code that gives you a 22% discount.